This video shows the year-end process. When you have completed inputting all transactions for the year, and perhaps even started inputting data for the following year, we must ask you some questions so we can prepare your accounts correctly. Click on the year-end icon. Each tab represents the information we will need to ensure we complete your accounts correctly. The introduction is an overview of what you need to do, and it asks you to confirm 3 points: that you've completed all of your transactions, that you've input your pay as you earn if you have any employees, and that you've claimed any mileage costs for the use of a vehicle that does not claim fuel via the business. When these are confirmed, click Save. A pop-up will confirm the save is successful and will go forward to the next tab. Each tab asks a question. Bad Debts asks, have you any outstanding invoices in the year that you believe will not receive payment? If so, we need you to record them. Remember to click Save after you've visited each tab. Debtors. This is where we need you to list all your invoices that have not been paid at the year-end date. If you're in the construction industry scheme, we have a separate tab, CIS Debtors. This shows the amount of tax that is due to be deducted under the scheme. For creditors, we ask you to list all unpaid bills at the year-end date so that we can take them into account in preparing your accounts. You will have to choose the activity for each unpaid bill. If you're in the construction industry scheme, we have a separate tab, CIS Creditors, which shows the amount of tax due to be deducted under the scheme. We ask you to estimate your stock value at the year end and the value of work in progress if applicable. The Prepayments tab is to record bills you've paid in advance. For example, you may have paid an insurance bill 1 month before your year end, and 11 months of that payment is for the following year. You will need to choose the activity for each prepayment. Deferred income is where you receive sales income for a job but haven't completed the work. This means you've had money in advance. For example, you've been paid in full but only completed 75% of the work, in which case 25% of the value of the work is deferred income. We can adjust your accounts and tax returns so that you don't have to pay the tax on that work until it is complete. Accruals are bills which were not received by the year end, but you know there will be a bill in future. An example is the accountant's bill. He gives you this when he prepares your accounts after the year end, but includes it in the year end accounts. Although at Bonac we charge a fixed monthly fee, so this won't apply. Some small businesses work from home, and everyone who is set up as a business owner will have the option to enter an amount under the guidelines we provide for working from home. If you have business loans, we ask you to list the loans so we can work out the interest payments and claim relief for these costs. Other reliefs that could be allowed if you disposed of assets for nil value, for example if you scrap them. If assets are sold for a value, then that transaction should be recorded in the year. If you're a limited company and you make sales outside the UK, we need to know what percentage of your sales were outside the UK. The Revisit tab will show any requires checking transactions that you did in the year but have not been amended. These need to be amended before you submit your year end to the accountant. We have a Notes tab to let you tell us anything relevant about the accounts. It's just as if you were meeting your accountant in person and explaining things. This is your chance to talk to us in electronic format. When you're happy with everything, you can click the Confirm tab. Up to this stage, you can save each individual tab and come back to the year-end questions at a later time. Once you confirm, you will only be able to enter transactions for the following year. Once we receive your year-end information, you can carry on inputting for the next year while we complete your accounts. And if we have a query, we will get in touch with you. Thank you for watching the year-end process video.